You're telling me Adrien Brody has done this not once, but twice, because he thinks he's that important. And this is obviously a man who takes himself too seriously and isn't self-aware to understand there's a time and a place to be a brutally sanctimonious, condescending, boring piece of untoasted white bread, and it's not then, especially twice. For him to be like, I've done this before. It's very typical man, like, it's me against the world. They don't understand how important my agenda is, and it's more important than everyone else's. And he's trying to come off as like, I'm here for the people. We need more love and faith and light. In his head, getting off on the fact that he can tell the music to stop. And to me, whenever a man is doing like the, stop, hold up the music, I've done this before. It's giving like man behind the curtain, Wizard of Oz type of like ego and maturity and opposite of BDE. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, I find when men feel that they have to be so heavy-handed in their calling to control and attention, it comes from a place of insecurity. Because, do you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody who really, really has control over a room or the narrative or your attention, they just don't talk like that. They're not so sanctimonious and condescending and like, just to continue to say the same speech he said when he looked like this. And we already heard it. Now, I, as a dancer, I'm not a whatever he considers himself to be, whatever fucking genius master artist who gets to always cut time and be so boring and make everybody pay attention and follow behind schedule. But as an artist who choreographs, I understand the value in a refrain, meaning repeating something adds something to it. What is the difference in why we're seeing this again? What is different about it? What value is it adding that is being said or expressed in a different way or within a different context? If it's nothing, shut up. Cut it short. What? Mikey Madison deserved this win, to have such a cultural impact from not just an independent film, but literally from her. The film is basically her. It's her bouncing off some other harsh characters, but it's her. And it's her saying, your son's a fucking pussy. And that being the life's blood of the culture for that time, in my opinion, is why it won. Because when less is more, more's so much, you have to give it its flowers, in my opinion. As somebody who really, really loved the movie, loved everything, loved the ending. I know people were confused about the ending. I was like, what do you mean? To me, that's a perfect ending for this film. And everything that she was and did and the authenticity that, even when she's talking about the tinsel in her hair, and how it breaks up like the black cloud that is her hair. I don't know. I think she put her Badussi into this role. It couldn't have been done any better, and I don't think anyone else could have really been Anora. And the way Mikey goes from this, like, oh my God, I just adore everyone, to your son's a fucking pussy. Like, she really adopted this culture that bled out of her, and people felt it. It was so authentic in like a way that pierced you through your soul. And it wasn't because of, effects and all of these different things. It was just her being such a fucking gangster. She was a gangster. And I think we as a culture do crave to see more like female gangster energy in a film, where she's like, okay, all of you men telling me what the fuck I can't do, I have tinsel in my hair. You're not gonna tell me what the fuck to do. Your son's a fucking pussy. And sometimes those 3 words are all it takes. I remember that scene. I remember vividly watching that scene. And I remember just like laughing my ass off and being like, wow, that was orgasmic. I don't know. Mikey Madison didn't need AI to say, is your son a fucking pussy? Did you hear what I said? She didn't use AI for that. Why are we using AI for accents and still winning things? That's weird to me. In addition, the fact that Wicked sang live and then they had them sing at the Oscars just to give them nothing. How did Wicked get nothing? I'm like, are they saving it for part 2? In my head, I'm like, they've got to be saving it for part 2. They're like, we can't give them everything for both movies. So maybe they're just, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. I'm like, you better give these bitches something. Are you serious? You're being ridiculous. That's mean. Parading them around being like, sing. Can you guys hit the note? Hit the, yeah, that one. Go do that. Okay, leave. Appalling. Especially Amelia Perez. I did not watch Amelia Perez. Again, was there like AI in that too? What's going on with the AI-isms? I'm not into it. Especially like the fact that Adrien Brody, who then went and talked for so fucking long, needed an AI to help him talk about this character that it's so important that he must. I've done this before. Meanwhile, I don't like it. Mm-mm.